Alright, our cameras are
We're
on.
doing it right this second?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh shit, fuck you.
And Daisy's joined the party.
Sorry, I almost felt
Alex showed
eyes.
his head. Juno's is right there. And obviously, King Dingling running the show right here. Now, we are missing Akira. There's Akira. Alright, so before we get this shit show started, before we get the bot in here to start recording, I want to shrink the cams because Maddox is not showing. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Hello, everybody.
We'll be showing you this second.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 4. Today we are starting, well, when we started, it was 860. I don't know if it's gone up since then. We were starting with 860 subs, almost 100 more than last time. Thank you all. Tonight we have something interesting planned for you. But first, the recap of last session. Who wants to give the audience a recap? You know, everybody raise your hand if you think Maddox should do the recap.
Do it.
Alright, Maddox, let's hear a recap of last session.
Sorry, Maddox.
I've slept since then. I don't fucking remember.
Are you serious? Do I need to bring back quizzes?
I'm dead serious. Yes.
Okay, Juno, you always pay attention. You're a good little egg. Would you like to recap? Okay, Juno, yeah, you're the good egg. Why don't you tell us what happened last session?
So, you know those, like, little swingy, like, axie-looking thingies?
Pendulums.
What are they called? Pendulums. Everybody went into this room with pendulums. First off, Akira had did some really cool flips and tricks and doodahs to the end of the thing without getting harmed. Then Akira, being like, hey, I can do this a little better, went and walked through it with ease. Juno,
Akira, that was
being really competitive. I said Daisy.
Could have swore you said
I said Akira was the one that did the acrobatics. No. I was saying that Daisy said I can do better than Akira can and did the walk thing. But that's besides the point. Juno tried to do it backwards, moonwalking it. Fails within 5 feet and gets splashed with the pendulums. Then Beckett, also wanting to be cool, also tried to walk through it and almost failed. But then this gnome lady with her wolf, grabbed both Juno and Beckett and went to the end of the thing. They started kind of arguing a little bit, saying, Daisy got a little sassy with the lady. Juno got a little sassy with the lady too. He was trying to control his anger, but it failed. Akira and, well, actually, no, it wasn't Akira. Beckett was like, you know what? Genius plan. Made a little gnome lady with a spell, like a fake gnome lady, and was like making the wolf go into that door. Well, then, after it closed, Akira thought it would be a clever idea to throw Juno. He went through the door. And then they jumped in after. And we met the head lady, I guess would be the term. And we had dinner. Juno, Beckett, and Daisy all passed out after eating the food. And Akira stayed awake, but was like being a little sneaky about it, faking, pretending to close her eyes and go to sleep and everything. And then we woke up in a tent, right? And this cat lady named Winter,
Moon.
She came in, was disturbing us. So then, yes, Winter Moon I knew that part. I just didn't know if I should use the full name or not. Anyway, that's besides the point. Winter Moon had, came in, bothered our rest. And then Daisy got a little sassy, was saying that's not even the type of pussy I want and stuff like that. Being silly goofy. Juno was threatening to shove his fist so far up her ass that she'd be able to see his fist through her mouth. And then she left because she was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done. Be gone. And she also cut Juno's throat. So thankfully he survived that part. And then this horse guy, I forget his name, barely. This horse guy came in, was like, do you understand this? Do you understand this? To Akira and Daisy, and they both nod. And then he went up to Juno and said what he considers bullcrap, and decided to flip him off. Well, then the guy, kicked him really hard, enough to where he died for a little bit. But with Akira's help, he became cured. He survived with just a little bit of CPR.
It wasn't CPR.
Now we're here.
Boom! Right in your chest.
It technically was a type of CPR, though, because they go, So I'm going to consider it.
Okay, well, never mind. I found where I was. You guys left off with the horse guy fucking me all up. Okay, before we get the bot in here, I gotta find that guy.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Sorry, guys. I'm not good with names. I'm good with remembering other parts.
I forgot his name too. That's the bad thing, and I'm the fucking
My
DM.
description. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, one person's washing. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit. Focus.
That's another thing, guys. When we get started, let's try to not pay so much close attention to the chat. We will acknowledge them here and there, but it just keeps the time going. That way we have more time during session. This is just a general because I do it really bad, so this is a big slap on my back. Don't do that, Adrian. Okay, I cannot seem to find him, so we might be dealing with a new soul.
What is his name? I could look it up.
That's okay. I found the soul I want to use. She's fun.
I can try to figure it out.
It's okay, I got this. So, Maddox, go ahead and get the bot in here. I'll start the session intro off and we will get rolling.
Now recording.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Badasses in D&D as we play in the Hall of the Demigods. Today is session 4. Tonight, we have with us Beckett.
Ew.
We have Akira.
Hey. Hey.
Sorry, I had to stop the recording. Maddox and Onyx, we cannot hear you two. Like, I hear muffles, but it's really low.
Well, if you look at that, if you you're cutting out.
Hey Taylor, welcome to the chat. To those of you just joining in, tonight we are going to do something a little different where I will be looking at your comments. Like, you'll see me look down because my phone is right here. But we're not going to be responding so much because we started really late, like half hour, or sorry, I'm way off. Like an hour and 45 minutes late. So we are going to try to fit as much as we can into the next hour and a half. So it's going to be a little bit of a fast-paced session. A lot of stuff's going to be happening. Just make sure you're watching and you pay attention because it's going to be quick. Okay, Maddox, audio check on you. Let's hear you talk.
Ah.
I heard the groan of death. Okay, Maddox, go ahead. Go ahead, get Craig in here. We're gonna run that again.
Now recording.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is session 4 of the Badassians playing the Hall of the Demigods. Tonight, we have with us Beckett.
Yayo.
We have Akira. We have Daisy. Hello. And we have Juno.
Howdy.
So, last time we left off with the adventurers experiencing Juno's death and Akira giving him a swift blow to the chest to wake him up. So, as you guys are doing this, and you all finally turn back around, and Juno sits up with a spurt of life. By the way, it's a full rest technically, so all of you are back at full HP. As you sit up and you look around, you don't see the horse war chief anymore. Instead, you see a different figure. With gray eyes that see everything from beneath a curtain of black, blunt, symmetrical bangs, this angular elven woman carries with herself the aurora of someone who knows everything about anyone, and is not to be trifled with. The 10-foot lance she keeps at her side sends a similar, more overt message. She wears a rich, purple, kimono-like robe and would stand out in any crowd, but yet her facial expression may be stern. However, deep inside, she has a soft spot. Top of the list. Beckett, you see this new woman looking... Actually, would you guys like a picture of what she looks like?
Yes, please.
This
Yes, please.
is
Thank
her. I'm trying to talk to you. Okay, so with that being said, Beckett, you're the first to kind of like, whoa. What would you like to say?
Exact response. Whoa.
She smiles at you and winks.
Who are you and what do you want?
My name is Vlas Staljanian. I've come to teach you. For the previous counselor has quit. He has moved on to better things in his life. So 'tis me you will deal with. Capiche?
Okay.
She kind of takes her hand
What do you
and
want?
graciously rubs the side of your cheek and says, but for you, call me Counselor Valar. Akira, you're next to see
You're
that your
weird,
best...
lady.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Akira, you're next to see that this counselor is stroking your best friend's cheek and flirting with him a little bit. What do you do?
Well,
Akira's gonna get up off the ground, dust herself off, walk over and slap this lady's hand up and Beckett. Like, don't fucking touch us like that.
Ooh.
She looks at you and says, "Oh my, what a sweetheart you look like. You're beautiful. And tell me, and to where do you get such gracious makeup in those eyes?"
My mother, Aphrodite.
She says, "A goddess you are indeed. Beautiful."
She's gonna roll her eyes and kind of look at Beck and give him like a look. Like, don't fucking do that shit.
Beck, would you like to say anything to Akira?
You didn't do anything. Didn't say anything. Think about it. You just get a look. Anyway.
Daisy, you're next to see this beautiful elven-like lady standing above you all.
I won't be a whore. I'm gonna. So is this lady like close to Akira?
She's like standing basically like from me and you right now.
I'm gonna just slide in there. We're like, no, let's not do that.
She says, "Oh, wow."
Don't care. No.
She looks at you, utters no word, just looks at you in confusion. She says, "And who are you?"
Daisy. My name is Daisy.
"Well, you're beautiful."
I know.
"But I was not talking to you. I was in fact talking to this lovely emo-looking chick."
Yeah, I know. That's why I interrupted. But yes, you are also pretty. That was not.
She says, "We could braid our hair together."
The fuck? No.
Good, because I didn't want to.
Then why offer? That's weird.
I was told to be nice to you baboons.
Be nice. Don't have to be a creep.
She puts her hand in your face. "I don't like you."
I'm gonna bite it. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, we gotta start this off strong. Look what she's carrying. She kind of shakes her head in disappointment and, like, sadness in a way. And she looks on at Juno. And she says, "And who are you?"
Juno, just like with shock of everything that just freaking happened beforehand. He just looks at her and is kind of confused and like is like, you know, all over the place with his emotions and everything, and he just goes, Juno, obviously. I'm assuming you would have heard about us if you came in here.
"Yes, I have heard of you." She says, "You look like you need... This is what's going to get you at full HP." She said, "You looks like you need this." And she pulls out a jar of Mega Health. And she hands it to you and says, "Drink, little one. You look thirsty and pain."
Juno, kind of still like hesitant a little bit, grabs it really quickly and just chugs it down.
Immediately, you feel yourself regain the cut on your neck. The scar from it doesn't even appear, just gone. And you feel younger almost, like you can do more. You look down, your muscles feel like they tighten.
Juno, being very grateful, he goes and like looks at her a little bit and goes, thank you. And then he also looks at Akira and says, I guess thank you as well, because I guess you kind of revived me in a way.
And with that, Akira's gonna laugh a little and pat him on the head and be like, by the way, since she didn't say anything to you, we all still think you're cute too.
She wasn't done with Juno. Juno's just talking at the moment.
Oh, shit.
She says, "Oh, it's but one more thing." She pulls out a smaller vial of blue liquid. Akira, I heard of what you've done for your team and the amount of mana you expelled taking care of this young one. Drink this and you shall be replenished.
He's gonna very carefully take it and throw it back like a shot.
Immediately, you feel like this wave of emotion and happiness wash over you. You feel as if your hand could cast a literal gigantic fire rock from it. And you just your inner mana, your magic, your core, everything feels refurbished and refreshed.
She's gonna smile a little and be like, thanks.
She says, "Anytime." She looks back to Juno and to Juno. I can hear your belly from here. Are you hungry?
Kind of looks at her and is like, well, I would say all of us are kind of hungry, so I guess yes would be the answer.
She says, "Then follow me. I shall take you to dining hall. Nobody is eating yet. You get first choice. All of you." As she turns to walk, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a by a toad, Daisy! You see a scroll fall from her pocket onto the ground as she walks away. Pick it up. You pick it up, and it's a list of magic items. But oddly enough, beside each item is one of your guys' names written. And there's directions of where it's located.
Showing the group.
You show the group, and as you all examine the list, Maddox, it would have been so useful if you used their names in this. I only know a few of them. Okay, Maddox, you're first to see it. You see that something for you by the name of Goblet of Blue Flame is located in the study chambers. Located underground. The map on there points you back the way you... The map on there points you back through the chambers that you guys just exited.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Aphrodite's child. You see that in the showers is going to rest a scroll for you. You're unsure of what it is because it's written in an unfamiliar language, but it says, "Open your heart and thou shalt see."
I guess I'm doing a scrub-a-dub-dub to find this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hermes' child. That would be you? Hermes, okay. You have something by the name of Winged Boots
Easy.
located in the camp counselor's chambers. The child of Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Dionysus, there it is. The child of. You're a dick. Yours is located in the kitchen, where you're heading. That is yours, right, Juno?
I'm a barbarian, so it would be Ares. I think it was his name.
Okay. Pause the damn
ARES,
session.
whatever.
Who is the child of Diane? The god. Who's the child of that god?
Nobody. I fucked up. Man.
It's fine.
You said that barbarian. Hey, if I get to go to the kitchen, that's all that matters to me. I'm down.
You know what? I'm gonna improvise completely.
Let's go.
I'm gonna improvise. Yours is a concoction of things. It reads this weird word that you never heard of. Transmorphitation. Allowing you to drink this and at will transform into your rage beast. Whether that be a gigantic angry wolf, whether that be it's got to be something with four-legged, so it's got to be something that can turn red and violent and angry. And I will get you the stats, but you could not use it this session because I just had to improvise it because Maddox fucked up on the very quick tell me what to do part. But anyways, that's the group. Follow Miss Ma'am to the kitchen. Alright, so as you get there, she leads you to this large wooden hut in the shape of a giant bent outwards V. And she opens the wooden door and says, Alright, inside you go, eat your meal. Meet me in the center of camp. And then all of you must take showers. So, Beckett, what are you doing?
I am finding the closest food possible.
Well, that's easy for you. You walk forth and you see the most juicy, succulent ribs, freshly coated in this weird brownish sauce that you've never seen. On top of it is pineapples. There is all kinds of fruit drizzled all over it. And beside it sits a freshly smoked hog. You immediately realize that this camp eats way better than your camp.
Definitely. But I'm going straight for those ribs.
So Beckett is like, and runs over to the ribs, and I mean, he grabs like half the rack and shreds it off, and runs over to the table and starts devouring. Akira.
She's going to grab a plate of like mixed stuff, but also grab a plate of nothing but berries and vegetables and hand it to Daisy.
Daisy, Akira walks over to you and hands you a plate of nothing, or a bowl of nothing but fruits and veggies.
I'm gonna make sure to touch her hand, but I'm taking that plate.
So Daisy, as she's taking this bowl from you, she reaches out and your guys' hands interlocked, and she strokes your entire hand from wrist to fingertip real slow.
No eye contact. I tend to make that weird.
Yeah, no eye contact. She looks you nothing. She doesn't even look at your face. She's looking at the bowl the whole time. Akira.
Kira's gonna tap him lightly, and just as the bowl gets out of her hand, she's gonna pat Daisy on the head and be like, "You don't have to be so shy."
I'm a giggle and then run away.
So Daisy, like a schoolgirl, giggles and on over to a table by Beckett, sits down, buries her face down, basically just starts one by one eating the berries and veggies. Juno. Oh, wait.
I also want to run back and tell her to sit by me, and then I'm gonna run back.
So after sitting down and picking up a berry and eating it, she's like, she gets back up, she struts back over to you. Sit by me. Struts back over to her chair, sits down, and starts eating again.
Alright, then she's gonna plop down next to Daisy and then slip her that drawing that she had drawn earlier.
While you're eating your berries, Akira slides you over a colored in picture she drew. It's a valley with a waterfall standing down from a person standing above a cliff looking down. You see this bright golden light looking down, the forest all over the area. Butterflies float in your vicinity, and down below you see a herd of unicorns strutting around.
Oh. I think Daisy, being Daisy, is gonna just gawk at it and start crying, like tearing up a little bit.
Okay, so just imagine this. A whimpering deer eating berries as she's looking at a picture.
I'm sobbing. I'm eating ugly.
Yeah, you just see.
And I'm gonna turn to Becca and be like, "Can I have a pineapple?"
Looks over to Beckett. Can I have
Someone just donked their head in the window.
Daisy goes.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Daisy goes. Pineapple! He puts a pineapple in your hand.
Sob and eat that too.
Big ass snot.
Daisy is not that. She's well maintenance.
Okay. Juno, you're standing at the doorway. You see the massive food table. Jealous that this camp eats better, but boy, is your stomach grumbling.
Juno being really hungry and really like caring for himself just grabs all of the food with his arms and just takes it over to the table, skipping like he just got the best thing in his entire life, and just sits next to Beckett and just starts shoving the food in his mouth, just constantly. It's just like, you know.
Okay, so Juno has forgot that there are utensils and have turned his hand into a spoon and his other hand into a fork and just scarfing it down his throat. Let me remind you, it's very sloppy. Like, you have meat juice dripping off your chin onto the table. Your hands are covered in grease and slime as you're shoving this all down. But you have no regrets. Alright. Juno, mid-slurp of your last bite, you see the concoction in a golden case behind the kitchen counter that's labeled Rage. And you're stuck with food in your right hand and your other hand in your plate, and you're looking up at it, and you're like slurping it up, and then you're like turning your head, and you're like, oh.
Juno is just going to wipe his hands off on his legs, on his pants, I guess. And then he's just gonna go, and slowly but surely, like in that little tiptoe motion, goes and tries to grab it.
I want you to roll a stealth check.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna do it without no one knowing. I hope. Hold on. I gotta find stealth. Obviously not in my favor. 7!
As you go to touch it with your greasy hands, a wooden spoon smacks your hand. What are you doing?
Juno, just looking at his hand, looks back up. He starts, you know, actually, I'm gonna have to roll a con save, won't I? If
Hang
he's
on,
about to get mad.
Before you do that, as you look up, you see it's another half-orc like you, except for it's a woman. She's your age.
Oh. Juno was about to get angry, and then all this, like, looks up at her and just goes,
She takes
and then just
that.
points at her.
She
Because
takes
he
that.
hasn't seen a half orc in a long minute.
She takes that wooden spoon and she kind of just closes your jaw.
Juno, just kind of looks around a little bit as if he feels like he's imagining it and just goes, "Are you real? Like, is this reality?"
About as real as you'll ever believe. Hang on, before you continue.
Actually, can I roll a stealth?
Oh, what are you rolling stealth for?
I was gonna say, can I stealthily, like, as he's talking to her, just slowly try to grab it again? But I don't think I can.
Go ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Please be a little bit nicer to me. That's all I ask. 12?
You know me, Juno. I am going to roll against that. So,
Yeah,
Juno,
I know.
you being the klutz you are, you go to reach for it. You forget the glass cases there, so your fingers jab it several times, making the podium shake. And she looks at you and she shakes her head. Look here, pretty boy. I don't know why you keep trying to get that potion, but you can't get it for free.
Juno is just going to look at her a little bit, kind of put his finger up to his, I guess, mouth, and go and start to say, "Well, what do you want for it?"
She gives you a soft,
I would like
sly
that.
smile. That's all. That's
Okay.
all she does. She just gives you that soft, sly, like corner of the mouth smile.
Are you gonna answer me? Like, I'm not gonna just sit here all day. I would like to know what you want, so I can easily take this. The thing I want.
She grabs you by the hand and leads you into the back of the kitchen. I'm stopping your turn there, and I'm not giving you any more details on what's going on behind closed doors. So,
Wow.
Beckett, you're the first one to realize that Juno's gone. And as you realize this, you look over and you just see him disappear and the door close.
Hey guys, Juno's good. I don't know what just happened.
Wow, wow, wow. Akira, Beckett's like, hey, Juno's gone.
She's gonna look at him and be like, if you can hear what I can hear, he's fine.
Daisy, you overhear Beckett and Akira talking about how Juno's not there. Are you still sobbing horribly eating your food, or are you kind of curious what's going on?
God, I hope not. But I'm back. Huh? But I'm gonna be my mouth full of food.
So Daisy looks over, berries and vegetable leaves fill her mouth, and she goes, huh? And one grape just falls out.
My bad.
Her grab that grape and just put it back in her mouth. It's like it's all okay. It's all good.
Akira just,
I'm gonna give her the puppy eyes. I was gonna get that. Thank you.
you guys all finish your meal.
Someone's good.
You all finish your meal. And finally, Juno emerges about 25 minutes later, and you just see this man's hair in every direction. His eyes are kind of swirling all around, and he stumbles out, and he just grabs the potion from under the stand and walks over and sits down quietly. For the first time since you've met this boy, he is speechless.
I want to walk up to him and be like, "You okay?"
And traumatized.
So,
And just cry. Like, what? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm so
no,
sorry.
you go ahead. Daisy, we got a delay between us. You gotta remember that. So I didn't realize our delay didn't kick in yet. I thought you actually heard Daisy on time. So you're okay. But
No.
Are those happy tears or sad tears?
Judo is just very aggravated a little bit, and he goes, "What do you think?"
I wouldn't know.
It
That's
just-
why I'm asking.
Balls again. Goes back to bawling.
Juno, as you're sitting there crying your eyes out, that half-orc walks by you and kind of just walks by and slowly drags her fingers across your back and winks at you again. See you around, pretty boy. And she walks out of the dining hall.
Oh, that's what happened. You good? First time's always rough, I heard.
Juno. Just very, like, he understands that they don't physically, like, know. And he goes, "She will be the only one that knows my secret. Only one. None of you will know."
I think we know, buddy.
Just
Y'all fucked.
And Juno is just going to shake his head and is going to just get up from his seat and just walk out of the kitchen because he knows that they won't understand and they don't get it, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna need you to mess. Is all of you done eating?
He just shakes his head no. And he points back from where he came from and says, "Well, they're not done, but I am."
She says,
And he just
okay.
walks off.
She says,
I
okay,
will text
wait here. She walks inside. She's like, all right, campus, tis time. You must come shower, and then you get the what's the word? You get the tour of the camp. Okay? Talking to Akira, Beckett, and Daisy.
Kira's gonna nod and be like, okay, when we're done eating, we'll go shower.
All right. She says, all right, Daisy, you're first up in the woman's shower. Head on out.
I'm gonna snatch some grapes, but yeah, I'm heading.
Daisy pockets some grapes. about a bunch, or a bundle. And just pockets them in her pocket. And kind of starts skipping off. She says, Beckett, you take boy shower. I'll come back to them. Okay. Juno.
Sorry, we're again.
Oh, you're okay. You guys finish up what you're doing. I'll come back to you guys. Juno, she comes back outside and says, all right, bud. It's time for you to go wash your butt. You're smelling a bit ripe. You okay?
Juno just looks up at her, and he's like a pale blue, like as if he's seen a ghost or had seen something horrendous, and goes, "I'm fine. I'm fine. Yep, yep. I'm gonna go."
All right. And then the showers begin. Akira. She comes back in. Oh, little Akira. You're second up in the woman's shower. I need you to head out.
Kira's gonna roll her eyes and be like, fine, and make her way towards the shower.
All right, Akira, as you get in the shower, you see a scroll sitting on the counter of the bathroom.
Akira's going to quickly strip and throw her clothes over it to kind of hide it. That way, when she's done, you just kind of shove it in her pocket and leave.
All right. So as you're showering, you're in the stall next to Daisy, and you just hear Daisy la da 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 singing loudly.
Them berries must have been good, huh?
Yes, they were very good. Especially the one you put in my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
You see, not that Daisy can see, but Akira's gonna turn right.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Daisy, in a very, flirtatious voice goes, "Oh no! The bar of soap fell!"
Jesus Christ Almighty!
And Akira with a little bit of a laugh goes, "Do you need some help?"
Oh my God!
I want to take a moment to say Daisy is currently hunched
Jesus
over, dying of
Christ!
laughter. Akira said, "Do you want some help?"
Me too.
Daisy goes, "Some help would be lovely if you asked me."
And Akira, feeling confident like she always is, gonna fling her curtain over and walk into that other stall and be like, "All right, you wanted my help. Here I am."
So, as soon as she walks in, Akira, a bright pink light shows behind you. And as you turn around, the scroll is floating behind you and it's lighting up bright pink. As it unfurls, you see a heart draw itself on the bottom. You start to fall for Daisy.
It ain't Beckett no more.
And her face is just gonna still be bright red as she reads this and sees all of this unfold.
Now, as you open
Oh my
Daisy's
God!
curtain and walk in, Daisy, how are you? Are you picking up the soap?
oh hell no. No, we gonna do this together. I'm over here like this.
Okay, yeah, Daisy's in the corner of the shower, all perked up, butt ass naked, with soap running over her body, just looking at you, smiling.
DM, you can move on to the boys.
So, as the show progresses in the shower, which we will not provide details for on YouTube Live, those are types of things that would be recorded and put on the Patreon for exclusive members. Moving on to the boys. Juno, you just finished up your shower. Well, not really finished up. How are you handling the shower? Are you in there crying? Are you in there washing? Like, what's going on?
He would be doing both. Yeah. Traumatized for life. Not really, but
As
yeah.
you're doing this, Beckett, you walk into the shower. It's your turn to shower, and you hear Juno whimpering in the last stall.
You're good in there, buddy.
Juno just does a little like I'm fine. And then he's just gonna wrap himself up and just get just go somewhere where he can get changed in private.
You run into the changing stalls at the other end of the bathroom. Lord, what am I going to do with this team? Okay, so I have done Aphrodite's. We are going to change that back to white. I have done Diane. I've done that god. Okay. There's 2 left. Okay.
Aries.
So, girls, it's been an hour. Coming back to you in another hour. Beckett, you finished up your shower. Are you ready to get dressed?
I said yes, and then I'm gonna go see what's taking Akira so long.
Oh no, don't do this to me!
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay,
He's doing it to you.
so you
Oh
get
my
dressed, you don your
God.
clothes, and you hike over to the woman's bathroom, and you hear sounds coming from the very last stall in the bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
Beckett, what do you do?
Oh my God.
I'm going to that stall.
Beckett walks to the last stall and flings the curtain open.
Bro.
And you see Akira facing the wall, butt-ass naked, with Daisy crouched in front of her. You gotta turn around, baby. Oh, sorry. Oh, well, too late. Thanks. Oh. But Beckett, what do you do?
Wait, what happened? Because y'all cut out.
Okay, good.
That's perfect.
Okay, so you see Daisy facing the wall. Oh, like flip? Okay. So, you see Akira with her back to the wall,
Oh my God.
and you see Daisy crouched down in front of her, and Akira just locks eyes with you and looks back at you.
Oh my God.
Alright, so Beckett's gonna look at Akira and just kind of with a very confused look on his face be like, since when am I not invited?
Shoot.
You weren't invited this time.
Daisy kind of turns around and just wipes her lip a little bit, looks at Beckett.
No awkwardness though. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, she's gonna turn around ever so nonchalantly. Is like, oh hey.
What you doing here?
Jesus Christ.
How long have we been streaming?
Beckett's just gonna stare at this point.
This is
You heard her. You're not invited.
skedaddle.
Skadoosh.
Just
There's the door.
Get out. I guess I'm getting out.
He said, who says I'm getting out?
Well, I am gonna slowly, ever so slowly, close the shower curtain.
And resume?
DM, continue the story.
Okay. Daisy just kind of reaches back, the hand that's not touching Akira, and just slides the shower curtain shut. She's what she's doing.
I mean, that's what I am being. It's love, babe. Not just some whore.
I'm gonna wrap this one up real quick because I have something I need to announce to you guys. So this could be the last 10 minutes of the session. I know I said go till 10, but it'll save y'all some time. We'll have a longer session tomorrow. Because I necessarily can't have this shit on live, so that way I can blur it out. So another hour goes by, and finally, Akira and Daisy both emerge from the shower, dressed and looking ever so happy, their skin glowing. Juno, you notice they come out with their arms wrapped around each other.
Juno is just gonna go and like cross his arms and look a little suspicious and kind of confused, and then just it hits him, and then he goes, "Oh man, you know what? No, no, no!" It just covers his face.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so the sun is setting, and Vlar comes back and says, "Alright, campers. Tour in the morning. For now, you get the rest. Lay your heads down and go to sleep. Preferably in your own beds. But, I mean, I'm just a counselor, and you are young adults. But please behave yourselves. I don't want to file no more paperwork." She points over to your tent and says, "Go on now, shoo shoo." First up on the list, Beckett, you're pointed out to your tent. What do you want to do? What'd you say?
He says he's going to bed.
Go to bed.
Beckett, tired, confused, happy, amused, literally every emotion. Anger, happy, sad, confusion, all of it. Just walks back to the tent, looking at the ground the whole time, and finally meets his bed and just face plants into the bed and falls asleep. Akira, with your arm wrapped around Daisy and your tent pointed out, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna leave Daisy with me, and very gently sit her on her, and then I'm gonna go flop on Beck.
So Daisy, Akira just ever so slightly lays you into your bed, kind of gives you a little kiss on the forehead, and walks over and literally just jumps onto Beck and starfishes onto him. Beck, what's your reaction?
Confusion.
Okay. Akira, is that
Not
where you're
really, though.
sleeping for the night?
Sure. Sleeping. Yeah.
Totally.
Always sleep.
Okay. Juno, they've left you in the dust and it's your turn to go to bed. With the wild day you've had, from death to experiences you're very unsure about, what do you want to do?
Juno is just going to head into the tent and just looks at like Akira and Beckett being in the same bed, and he's just gonna go, "What is this fudged up crap? I don't understand. But you know what, guys? You do you. I'm just going to sleep on the floor. I would prefer it." And he's just gonna lay flat on the floor and just contemplate everything as he slowly drifts to sleep.
Go ahead, speak.
I was just gonna yell out when you said you were gonna sleep. I was just gonna say, try, correction.
You can try to sleep.
Wow.
With that being said,
Just full on wow.
With that being said, you all lay your little heads down and go to sleep. That is the end of session 4. Stay tuned for we have another session tomorrow. Real quick for you guys before I end this session, so it's in the recording too. If you wish to see the full unedited clips, there are 2 options. Stay tuned for every other episode on live YouTube, or become a member on the Patreon for, I think, $15 a month. And that will get you all exclusive content, new updated merch, premium unclipped episodes, untouched by me at all. Like, I'm talking put on the sheet, uploaded, done, instead of hours of editing. If that is something you want to do or see, head on over to Patreon and I will post the link in not the live, but I'll post it in the description of this video coming. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching, and tonight we had with us Beckett.
Goodbye.
We had Akira.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Bye.
And the traumatized Juno.
Bye.
Adios, badassians. Thank you all for watching this episode. We love you. Okay, we are still live, but holy shit. Why did this session take such a turn? I had a lot bigger plans, but you little shit, what? Why? Why do you do this to me? I had a schedule, so I was ready to go. Why?
Don't make me drop the soap again.
Oh no, please.
The worst part is my mom heard the whole thing.
Wait,
At least it was censored.
yeah, this was censored. However, we were not live streaming. This would not be censored.
So be glad about that.
But my mom heard the whole thing. And my stepdad. And now I just want to cry into oblivion.
I'm so. If I got you in trouble, I'm so sorry.
No, she literally said, like, she was like, hey, are you going to bed soon? And I said, no, I'm going to be a little late. And then she went, and she said,
She said what?
she said, are you outside? It's cold and we can hear your friends, lol. I said, that's so embarrassing. Why didn't you tell me sooner? And she said, because we can always hear you. I have told you this before.
That's awkward.
I'm not.
No, so when I say behind the scenes or unedited or premium content, it's so what I do is I go through and I clip the session. I clip out the long parts and all that, and I just put in the quick stuff. No, after the sessions, no, we don't talk about.
No, I meant like after I sent it, I knew what you meant.
Okay,
Like I knew what you meant to say.
okay.
But you made me have a panic attack because I was not going to do that.
No, we don't reenact that shit. No. Also, guys, side note, my Amazon cart is full of stuff for our D&D table. Do you want to see?
No, surprise me.
Okay. Maddox, do you want to see later?
Are we still live? Oh, no. No, we're not.
Yes,
Right?
we are.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna give y'all like 5 minutes to ask us any questions. If nobody like really talks, we're gonna cut this live, and we'll have our next one Sunday. So if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, drop them now, and the live will go longer. But if there's no questions, comments, concerns, none of that, we're gonna cut it in 5 minutes. That way, I can get these guys going where they need to go, and all that other good stuff we got to do.
I'm actually I'm gonna cry.
That's embarrassing, Kai. I didn't know your fucking family listens to us.
I didn't know either. I didn't know they were able to hear us for a long time. Oh, I know, my mother dearest. I know. Okay, now she can't hear you guys. That's a great information to know. I'm gonna
Still
actually
supremely
throat punch
awkward.
myself. I'm gonna cry. I'm so embarrassed. Like strangers, I understand, but my own. Excuse me. Rude on my tablet to do that. It's at 5%. It's fine, but it's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I don't know why. It just is.
Maddox, charge your phone.
I'm gonna charge my tablet for tomorrow. Ooh, sorry. It's tea on. On. Oh, the tea is real. Guys, I'm so cold. Once we're done with the live, I'm gonna have to skadoosh.
I'm actually about to cut the live right now.
Huh?
I'm actually about to cut the live right now.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Do what you gotta do, bud.
Thank you for watching us. Y'all are awesome. We ended tonight's episode at. Give me a second to pull it up. We ended tonight's episode at. Oh shit! I fucked up. Oops. We ended tonight's episode at 873 subs. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, watch all our videos, give them all a thumbs up. You know, get us out there a little bit more. We'd always like to see more people watching. So thank you all for watching. This is Dungeon Master Killer and the Badass.